Entering the golden years when each day becomes more precious than ever, we begin to realize that physical health and mental clarity are not only invaluable treasures, but also the solid foundation for fully enjoying life. However, maintaining sharpness and enduring health during these years is no easy task. There are habits that seem ordinary but quietly destroy our clarity and physical resilience. I once experienced moments of confusion, declining health and anxiety about the future, until I realized that to maintain a sharp mind and a healthy body, there are three crucial things to avoid, which I want to share with you. The first thing I discovered was the profound impact of inactivity. As we age, our bodies are no longer as flexible as before, and sometimes inactivity becomes the greatest hidden enemy. I used to think that resting more would help restore my strength, but the opposite is true. Lack of movement weakens muscles, slows circulation, and the brain isn't stimulated enough. This leads to reduced mental sharpness, poor memory, and increased risk of heart disease and diabetes. I realized that even slow steps and daily movement are key to keeping both mind and body healthy. The second habit I had to watch out for was unhealthy eating, especially consuming processed foods high in sugar and salt. As we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient, and an unbalanced diet makes the body prone to inflammation, uncontrollable weight gain, and higher risks of chronic diseases. I was once caught up in the convenience of fast food, but that made me feel tired and drained. I learned to choose fresh foods rich in fiber and vitamins to nourish both brain and body. Only when the body is properly cared for can the mind remain strong and clear. Lastly, the third thing I realized was neglecting quality sleep. In the past, I often underestimated sleep, thinking a few hours of rest were enough. But deep, consistent sleep is when the body and brain regenerate and renew. Prolonged sleep deprivation reduces concentration and memory and increases the risk of neurological and heart diseases. I started establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a quiet environment, avoiding blue light from electronic devices before bed, and gradually noticed a clear improvement in my mental and physical health. These three seemingly simple but profoundly impactful things were what I had unintentionally ignored. When I became aware and changed, I felt reborn, not only with a sharper mind, but also a healthier, more energetic body. From these first steps of recognizing bad habits, I continued deeper into the journey of comprehensive self-care to not only avoid mistakes, but also nurture and maintain sharpness and enduring health over time. The next part will reveal positive strategies and habits that have helped me keep mental clarity and physical resilience even as time passes. After identifying these three things to avoid, the real journey began as I learned to build new habits that nourish both mind and body, bringing me closer to a healthier, clearer version of myself. Change isn't a leap, but steady, meaningful steps. First, I devoted time to maintaining regular daily exercise, whether gentle stretches, slow walks on familiar paths, or simple muscle relaxation movements. I realized movement not only keeps the body flexible, but also stimulates the brain to produce neurotransmitters that improve memory and mood. Every time I felt my heart race and breath quicken, I felt revived, strong, and full of life energy. Alongside that, I focused on building a balanced, healthy diet, prioritizing antioxidant-rich foods, vitamins and minerals essential for brain health, like salmon, avocado nuts, and leafy greens. I learned to prepare simple yet nutritious meals so that each meal was not just energy intake, but an act of self-love and inner nourishment. Healthy eating became a way to show care and responsibility for myself. An equally important habit was establishing a regular sleep schedule and creating an ideal sleep environment. I no longer took sleep lightly, instead cherishing it as precious time for mind and body restoration. I limited exposure to blue light from electronic devices before bedtime, listened to soothing music, and meditated to calm my mind. Gradually, I noticed a remarkable difference: clearer mind, more stable emotions, and significantly improved overall health. I also prioritized maintaining positive and meaningful social connections, realizing that being connected with others helps keep the brain agile and spirits high. Intimate conversations, sincere smiles, or simply the presence of loved ones became a vital source of positive energy, nourishing my life. Besides that, I made time for mindfulness and meditation practices, which helped me maintain focus and regulate emotions. By calming the mind and living in the present, I reduce anxiety and stress, the enemies of mental clarity and health. Each day, I felt a profound peace spreading within. These habits are more than actions. They became a lifestyle of someone who truly loves, respects, and fully cares for themselves. I found that I was not only protecting my health and intellect, but also building a sustainable foundation for a meaningful and vibrant life. And when those positive habits blended with avoiding the 3 harmful things, I felt empowered to overcome challenges, to live not just longer, but healthier, sharper, and freer. The journey isn't over, because there's much more I want to share about maintaining mental alertness and enduring health in the years ahead. The next part will tell stories of perseverance, continuous self-nourishment, and profound messages you can take home and apply to your life. As we age and mature, we realize health isn't just physical, but lies deep within every corner of the soul. I used to think caring only for the body was enough, but through life's ups and downs, I learned that a strong, peaceful spirit is the firmest foundation for overall health. One of the deepest lessons I learned is the importance of wholehearted self-acceptance. At this age, wrinkles, fatigue, and physical limitations aren't signs of diminished worth, but marks of a long journey. I learned to see myself with compassion, without judgment or resentment, instead loving and valuing every part of myself. This acceptance brought profound peace and eased mental pressure. I also realized the power of maintaining a curious learning spirit. Age isn't a barrier to discovery, but a time to freely experience new things, broaden knowledge, and create. Reading, learning new skills, joining social groups, stimulate the brain and enrich the soul, keeping the mind sharp and full of life. Another important lesson is letting go of negative thoughts and nurturing gratitude. I used to be trapped in worries, regrets, even fear of the future, but focusing on what I have, the people I love, and wonderful present moments opened my heart. Gratitude became a warm flame that warmed my soul and helped me face difficulties with calmness and optimism. Spirit and body are inseparable, so I also learned to accept change and care for my body gently and patiently. No longer chasing strict standards, I listened more to my body, took time to rest, exercise appropriately, and eat healthily. This not only helped me maintain health, but also express gratitude for the body that has accompanied me through the years. Finally, the greatest lesson is living with purpose and connecting to what matters. I found joy in spending time with family, friends, or simply peaceful moments with a cup of tea amidst nature's beauty. Purpose keeps me motivated, filling my soul with vitality and hope. These lessons are precious gems I've gathered and treasured throughout my journey. They help me maintain health and live a meaningful, peaceful life. Looking ahead, I realize that maintaining health and mental clarity is not a destination, but an ongoing journey, a journey of loving oneself, listening to one's body, and living authentically every day. The journey I shared with you about 3 things to avoid and lessons for mental clarity and lasting health is a story of self-awareness, patience, and self-love. Old age is not an end, but a new chapter, a chapter of serenity, depth, and fullness in every moment. When we learn to let go of harmful habits, nurture positive ones, and maintain peace amid life's storms, we build the strongest foundation, not just physical health, but also mental strength, helping us overcome challenges while keeping clarity and inner peace. I hope that each shared word, story, and lesson has touched your heart and opened a new perspective on deeply and fully caring for yourself. Remember, health and mental clarity are the most precious gifts you can give yourself, prerequisites for enjoying life with joy and satisfaction. Life isn't just about the destination, but the journey of self-love, acceptance, and savoring every moment. Live slowly, listen, understand yourself, and keep focus on what truly matters. Then each day becomes a gift, a gentle and meaningful step. Thank you for joining me on this journey, for taking the time to listen and share profound thoughts. I hope these sincere and deep reflections empower and inspire you to always remember focusing on yourself is the first step toward a free and fulfilling life. Start today, hold on to yourself, and live the way you deserve. Every day is a new chance to live authentically, deeply, and beautifully. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming exciting videos.